Very good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 15th of January, 2026. Try and keep it brief, looking on the synoptic to begin with midnight last night. We can see the cold front having moved throughout to the east of the UK there, sort of pretty weak low pressure of the UK, with them sent quite a way away from us. Looking like an occlusion on the way in, passing from west to east. But in fact, by midday today, what we're seeing is this warm front that's actually coming in from the south. And that is bringing with it some very unpleasant weather, heavy rain, and a southerly flow there coming in from the channel. The next few days, possibly some more frontal activity to come. Potential window at some stage tomorrow, maybe into the weekend as well, although quite damp air and low cloud expected, but certainly not as bad as today. So we'll see if we can scrape something out of the tail end of the week. Satpic, very thick area of cloud over the south of the UK. They're just in line with that front there. And look at the rain radar, just starting to see some of that rain. It is now fairly light at the moment, but looking at the Met Office prediction, just running that through, can see that we're letting ourselves in for fairly steady and actually quite heavy rain all throughout today. Bit of respite probably by about 7 o'clock once that has moved through. So plenty of rain for us today. There's not much point in reading that TAF out. You can see it's fairly long. That's for Rhodium there, showing south of southerly wind about 12 knots, low cloud base with heavy rain and drizzle. Farnborough, I'm willing to bet, says more or less exactly the same, which it does. Although interesting, the winds aloft to the south are really quite strong, with south-southwesterly breeze there about 40 knots, but to the north, southwesterly around only 5 or 10 knots. So very much a new bunch of air coming in from the south. See that southerly flow across the airfield, and the local Met Office forecast really sums up quite effectively there, with heavy rain until about 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. Moderate, sort of 12 to 14 knots southerly winds, gusting up towards 26 at times, with very, very high humidity and poor visibility. Temperature with the GFS quite mild, looking around 7 or 8 degrees, with in the warmest part of the day, with a dew point of around 7 degrees, which is, I'm sure, no surprise to many of you. We're already sitting at 7.8 actually, so relatively warm already, with a dew point of 6.3, so it stayed fairly warm overnight. That's the webcam on the south side. Looking to the west, see the southerly breeze, poor weather, poor visibility, lots of rain and more on its way. And I don't think there's any need really to elaborate much further. You can see the sky-side cross-section there telling the same tale. I think what we'll do is we'll move on to look at movements, and nothing to affect us no time-wise based on that forecast. We're not expecting any movements from 2XL today. And with that, warm front bringing the moderate southerly wind, low cloud base, and heavy rain, flying for today is scrubbed. And we'll have another go tomorrow. That's all from me this morning. Thank you very much.